Solar Ionic Supplemental. It's April 7th, 2021. It is Wednesday. Zoe is here in the afternoon, just having her afternoon nap. And she just came in from outside. It's getting warmer today. It's 20 degrees Celsius. And it's sunny. It's nice. It's been the first nice day pretty well of the year. But I think we've had a couple. So anyway, just thinking about the solar ionics theory of the singularity being the original protoplasm. The one single cell, or it might be flat, it might not even be, you can't even perhaps designate a qualifiable or quantifiable designation for it as yet. It might, as we see it, in the illusion that we are, because we are so many spaces from that singularity, the design pattern from the singularity, as it sloughed or shelled off the original protoplasm, the original proton, then I think what happens is you have layers and layers of patterns. So each dimension would be another pattern slightly altered, and this would occur in a circular pattern, the dimensions, so 360 dimensions, and then you have the singularity, and behind the singularity, I think it would be the quantum, because I think it's a separate entity, yet it seems to be somehow intruding or intrusive of our world, but not intrusive since it is our world. It's like we have a shell over us, which is our aura, which is a circular thing, which is our primary G particle and Methuselah, or the Pleiadian blue star, eternal G particle within us, that is our consciousness, and that is our eternality, and that is our association with these many, many layers of like unbelievable amounts. If we see as many stars in the sky, then this would be layers within us. I don't even think you could stop at 70 trillion. I think it's exponential. Of course, it's astronomical. There's no way we could measure it because of the time involved on that cosmic scale, which is probably at that point not measurable, immeasurable. So infinity is one thing, eternality is another thing. Eternality is not measurable. Infinity may be measurable. That's what we're seeing when we look out into the sky. But eternality is something within and without. It is of us, but not, we might not be realizing it as us, even though we have, because of the divisional aspect to our reality, the divisional reality we live in, all is illusion and that sort of thing, and a dream within a dream. So we have to kind of measure that and see that the pattern, each slough or each dimension that has occurred, each big bang that has occurred maybe for astronomical times, because the blue stars would provide that knowledge that obviously there's been more than one, unless that came in from some other part of the galaxy beyond the last big bang, other parts of the universe not being compressed, and that may be possible if each star is compressing to a big bang, and a dominant star, perhaps a major magnification of one being the brightest, magnitude 1 star being the brightest. So then if a magnitude 1 star, a powerful star, perhaps the star of the system, there'd be other stars, and then all of them would go back to the original neoprotoplasm, then the original protoplasm. And I think that's what happens. It gets recharged that way. It's interesting to find these patterns. Now I'm going to be looking at the formous patterns of our, because we seem to have layers upon layers of patterns. Like if you look in our bodies, our biology, it looks like an ocean. It looks like you're looking at, with a whole bunch of squiggly things like starfish and protoplasm within us. The amazing things that are going on, the layers and layers and layers of magnitude and magnification and multiplicity. It's just amazing. So we're going to find out how the forms are formed from the dimensional shifts from 1 to 360 so far. We'll figure that, okay? And see what the patterns are there. Besides the arrays, there are obviously patterns like, okay, let's say it's the 5th dimension, then you get the hexagonal pattern. In the 2 dimension, you have the two legs and arms and things like that, because you're in the 2 dimension. Going to the 3rd dimension, then the 3rd dimension going to the 4th dimension, the 4th dimension going to the 5th dimension. It's the shift that's happening. And we get a red-blue shift. Hashtag red-blue shift, hashtag original protoplasm, hashtag neoprotoplasma, hashtag solar ionics. Thank you all. Bye, Z's.